Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I'm a flying girl in a fantasy world. Pick me up, make it time. I'm your darling.
I thought I might stay over tonight.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
To do what?
Ladies and gentlemen, Book 2 will now present Chapter 7 of the Book Marketing Management 15 edition by Kotler Keller.
Welcome to Chapter 7, Analyzing Business Markets. This chapter explores how organizations purchase goods and services for production, resale, or operational needs. This chapter covers business buyer behavior, decision-making processes, and key factors influencing business-to-business marketing strategies. The objectives of this chapter are to answer these following questions. What is organizational buying? What buying situations do business buyers face? Who participates in the business-to-business buying process? How do business buyers make their decisions? In what ways can business-to-business companies develop effective marketing programs? How can companies build strong loyalty relationships with business customers? And lastly, how do institutional buyers and government agencies do their buying? Frederick E. Webster Jr. and Yoram Wind defined organizational buying as the decision-making process by which formal organizations establish the need for purchased products and services and identify, evaluate, and choose among alternative brands and suppliers. Any firm that supplies components for products is in the business-to-business marketplace. More dollars and items change hands in sales to business buyers than to consumers. Buying committee consisting of technical experts and even senior management are common in the purchase of major goods. A study by McGraw-Hill found that it took 4 to 4.5 calls to close an average industrial sale. The demand for business goods is ultimately derived from the demand for consumer goods. The total demand for many business goods and services is inelastic, that is, not much affected by price changes. The demand for business goods and services tends to be more volatile than the demand for consumer goods and services. The geographical concentration of producers help to reduce selling costs. Business marketers contrast sharply with consumer markets in some ways. The business marketer normally deals with far fewer, much larger buyers than the consumer marketer does, particularly in such industries as aircraft engines and defense weapons, because of the smaller customer base and the importance and power of the larger customers. Suppliers are frequently expected to customize their offerings to individual business customer needs. Business goods are often purchased by trained purchasing agents who must follow their organization's purchasing policies, constraints, and requirements. More people typically influence business buying decisions.
Buying situations: straight rebuy, modify rebuy, and new task. The buying center: initiators, users, influencers, deciders, approvers, buyers, and gatekeepers. Targeting within the business center: who are the major decision participants? What decision do they influence and how deeply? What evaluation criteria do they use?
Moving on to the purchasing procurement process, business buyers seek the highest benefit package when making purchasing decisions. These benefits are not just economic, but also technical, service-related, and social. The goal is to balance these benefits with the cost of a market offering, ensuring the best value for their investment. Now, let's break down the stages involved in the buying process. The buy grid framework outlines the major steps or buy phases in an industrial buying situation. The buying process varies depending on whether the purchase is a new task, a modified rebuy, or a straight rebuy. For a new task, all stages are necessary, from problem recognition to performance review. Meanwhile, in a modified rebuy, only some steps may be required, depending on the level of change needed, And lastly, in a straight rebuy, where a company is repurchasing the same product or service, fewer stages are involved, streamlining the process. Understanding these stages helps businesses make strategic purchasing decisions and improve procurement efficiency.
Stages in the buying process. Problem recognition. This is when someone in the company recognizes a problem or need that can be met by acquiring a good or service. General need description products specification. The buyer determines the needed item's general characteristics, required quantity, and technical specifications. Next, supplier search. Here we have catalog sites, vertical markets, pure play auctions, spot and barter markets, private exchange, and buying alliances. Next is the e-procurement, or the process of buying or selling goods and services online. We have vertical hubs, functional hubs, direct extranet links to major suppliers, buying alliances, and company buying sites.
Next is proposal solicitation. Here, the buyer then invites qualified suppliers to submit written proposals. After that, we will undergo supplier selection, wherein before selecting a supplier, the buying center will specify and rank desired supplier attributes. Here is an example of supplier evaluation model. The attributes are described on the first row with different important weights next to them. These attributes are then rated on a scale of 1 to 4, with 4 being excellent, 3 being good, 2 being fair, and 1 being poor. Once each attribute is scored, we total the score by summing the product of each attribute's important weights and its respective score. Supplier selection has the responsibility on overconsuming price pressures, where solution selling and risk and gain sharing are included, and also the number of suppliers needed. The next stage is order routine specification. After selecting suppliers, the buyer negotiates the final order, listing the technical specifications, the quantity needed, the expected time of delivery, return policies, and etc. Lastly, performance review. Here, the buyer periodically reviews the performance of the chosen supplier.
Developing effective B2B marketing programs. Companies aren't just selling to individual consumers. They are selling to each other. They are forming alliances, negotiating deals, and competing for long-term partnerships. It's a high-stakes game where strategy, trust, and adaptability determine who thrives and who gets left behind. So, in B2B marketing, a flashy advertisement won't cut it. Because businesses aren't just looking for a good product, they want a complete solution. So when a company, for example, like Jollibee sources its ingredients, it doesn't just buy chicken from anyone. It forms long-term partnerships with suppliers who can guarantee quality, consistency, and efficient delivery. Communication and branding also play a huge role. Think about Globe Telecom. They don't just sell mobile plans. They also position themselves as a business partner who offer bundled solutions to companies, and companies want convenience, and they trust providers who can deliver more than just a product. They want reliability and service. And in the Philippines, this approach has been crucial in helping small and medium enterprises grow. The B2B solutions of platforms like Shopee and Lazada's allow sari-sari stores and online sellers to get wholesale prices on supplies, helping them operate efficiently without large warehouses or huge capital. Buyer-supplier relationship. Now let's talk about business relationships. If B2B marketing is the jungle, then buyer-supplier relationships are the alliances that help businesses survive. And just like in dating, some relationships are short-term while others last a lifetime. So, some businesses engage in one-time transactions like quick, simple, no long-term commitment. Like a coffee owner might buy coffee beans from different suppliers depending on price and availability. But serious businesses want something stable. That's why companies like San Miguel Brewery have long-term contracts with local farmers to ensure a steady supply of raw materials. Then, there are truly collaborative relationships where companies don't just buy from each other, they grow together. Ayala Land, for example, they are partners with construction firms to develop smart cities, working side by side to innovate and improve urban development. Another example, Jollibee and Cargill forming a joint venture to secure a reliable chicken supply for Chicken Joy. And in the Philippines, a strong buyer-supplier relationship keep industries stable, like in agriculture. Programs like Kadiwa, they connect farmers directly to retailers to ensure fair pricing and fresher produce. Without these partnerships, supply chains might collapse and businesses suffer. Managing B2B customer relationships. If you think maintaining a romantic relationship is tough, try managing a B2B client. Unlike a casual shopper who buys a single item and walks away, B2B customers expect ongoing support, problem solving, and trust. One of the biggest risks in B2B relationship is opportunism, when one side takes advantage of the other. Imagine signing a deal with a supplier only for them to suddenly raise prices or deliver lower quality goods. This is why contracts and clear communication are essential. Businesses must protect themselves while also ensuring their customers feel valued and understood. Look at the Philippine outsourcing industry. Like, BPO companies don't just provide call center services. They build long-term relationships with their international clients, which they train employees rigorously to ensure their service quality remains high. Because happy clients mean repeat businesses, and in B2B, loyalty is everything. Institutional and government markets. If businesses want huge contracts, they need to look beyond private clients because the biggest customer out there is the government. Whether it's building roads, supplying hospitals, or providing IT services, government contracts fuel the entire industries. And think about hospitals. They don't just buy medicine and equipment randomly. They follow strict procurement processes, ensuring that suppliers meet quality standards. The same goes also for government infrastructure projects, like the Build program. It didn't just improve roads and bridges, it created billions of pesos in contracts for construction firms, equipment suppliers, and engineering services. And in conclusion, the B2B world isn't just about selling. It's about strategy, trust, and long-term vision. Businesses that master marketing, build strong supplier relationship, manage customers' expectations, and tap into institutional markets will dominate their industries. And that wraps up our discussion on analyzing the business market. Understanding market trends, competition, and consumer behavior is the key to making informed business decisions. I appreciate your time and attention, and I encourage you to apply these insights in your own market analysis. Thank you for watching our presentation.